All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Department of Family Medicine's Town Hall. I'm Kathy Lawrence, and I'm the provincial head. We are going to be recording our event tonight so that we can post the presentations by each of our team members online, but we'll stop everything when we get to the questions so that people can feel free to answer any questions that they have. Essentially, we're going to do a bit of a roundtable with each leader presenting some updates and exciting things going on in their portfolio for you all. And then, we'll leave it open at the end for questions. And I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Now, everybody look, some thumbs up, everybody good? Awesome, good. Okay, so welcome to the Department of Family Medicine Town Hall. And to start, we'll just start with our land acknowledgement and recognize that we are coming from many treaty territories today, and I think that really reflects the breadth of the Department of Family Medicine. While Saskatchewan is on Treaty 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 territory and homeland of the Métis, I think we really, more than any other department in the Health Authority or the College of Medicine, we really are serving the province and serving the people that live on these lands. And I think that's particularly important because, as we work to address the inequities in the history in our province, we have a wonderful opportunity to really understand and come to learn about the history of the people where we work, and more importantly, is their strengths and that opportunity to partner with them, both in the individual level, but I think also at the system level, to ensure that all people in Saskatchewan are achieving their best health that they're able to do. So as I said, I'm here to be the facilitator tonight. And we have our SHA and University of Saskatchewan leaders to come and share all the really wonderful and exciting things they're doing. And I'm going to kick things off with primary healthcare and welcome Dr. Shanna Fenton to her first town hall on this side of the audience as our new provincial physician lead for primary healthcare for the SHA. So I'm going to be advancing the slides, so you can all just tell me when to do that.
Hi, everyone. Kathy, you can go to the next slide. Thank you.
One thing, I'm going to pin you so everybody can see you, spotlight you. It's a new trick I learned.
There. I'll have to learn how to do that. That's a very cool trick.
Now everybody sees you lots. Okay.
Hi, everyone. I am brand new to this role. I'm just coming up to the 4-month mark, so I'm definitely still at the drinking from a fire hose stage and learning about how the organization works and how the SHA works with all of our other partners, the SMA, the Ministry of Health, and the university for sure. I've been involved in a lot of projects so far, and it was really challenging to pick only 3 to highlight today, but these are a few that are at top of mind right now. So you may have participated in access and attachment work over the winter. Our network leaders, your area department leads, area division leads, and the directors and executive directors within the SHA were tasked to gather information on ways to improve efficiencies in our system, to achieve the ultimate goal of improving access for our patients and also improving attachment rates throughout the province. Kathy and I sat down for hours yesterday and went through the literally hundreds of plans that were submitted And there are some really, really interesting and cool ideas, some creative ways to meet the needs within our province. So our next step is to pare down the list to some achievable plans that we can submit to ministry that will help inform the next budget cycle. But there were also a lot of things that arose that don't need funding and that will be just do it's for us. So we're looking forward to digging into that work coming up this summer. If you read through the patient's first healthcare plan, you may have noticed a little tiny line item that was applicable to us as family physicians, and that is the administrative burden we face. We have the dubious honor of having one of the highest rates of administrative burden in the country, and that directly impacts our recruitment and our retention rates and also our job satisfaction. So I'm excited that there is a spotlight on this, and we have spent some time looking at the burdens that are specific to Saskatchewan. There are a lot that are applicable to all family doctors across the country, and coming up with a list of solutions. And we're just in the process of validating that list of solutions and rating it by impact. And the outcome of this work will be that we will have a strategic plan in place to implement some of these solutions in the year ahead. So I'm really looking forward to that work. The the last thing I want to highlight is virtual care. So we are working on implementing a virtual care pilot project that will be launched later this year. And this is a way to look at a novel way to deliver care to people who do not have a family physician. And I was not as excited initially, I'll put it that way, but I'm very excited now. I think there's a lot of opportunity for this type of care to really meet some unmet needs in Saskatchewan. So I want to be clear, this is for unattached patients who don't have a family doctor, and it won't be for all the people who don't have a family doctor in Saskatchewan. It's a pilot project, so it will be for a certain number of them. I'm looking forward to learning from that and to seeing ways on how we can apply this type of care going forward. I welcome any reach outs at all to connect. If you have any ideas or you're interested in this work, if you have questions or you want to participate, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Shanna. And next, I think we're going to rural because, of course, it's the best. There we are. So welcome to Darcy McGonigal, Kieran Conway, and I don't know if Kayla's here, but she's another important member of the rural education team.
Thanks, Kathy. I think I saw Kayla on here.
She might have been, I can't see anymore. So
She is the beating heart of the rural education trio that you see up here. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kieran Conway. I'm the rural director for the southern part of the province, and my esteemed colleague is Darcy McGonigal, and she takes care of the north. So thanks for joining, and we'll jump right in. Kathy, you can go to the next slide.
All right, I'm gonna talk about the highlights. Kieran thought I would want to take all the glory. So we kind of focused on a few key items that we've been working on over the past couple of years. One of them is establishing rural administrator positions. So this is something that dates back to a couple of years ago, and it's long been a gripe of rural preceptors and rural site coordinators across the province who take all of our medical learners, that they just feel they're doing so much admin, so much work that isn't just the teaching piece. And so we saw that there was a huge need there. And in working with our amazing operations team and with Kathy, we're able to secure funding and establish these rural administrator positions across a number, basically we have 10 new rural administrator positions, but there were some already established rural admin positions in some of our sites. So now all of our core sites that take both residents and undergrad learners all have administrative support locally in their rural community. So that is just fantastic, and we're super excited about that. Our next really exciting thing is a housing budget. So that kind of has been a multi-year advocacy project, not just for Kieran and I, but for all of family medicine. And it has finally come to fruition, where we will get some funding that has been earmarked through the College of Medicine for housing in rural teaching sites, so that we can really support that rural teaching agenda. More information about this to come, but we're really excited about this piece. We're usually the Debbie Downers on these, being like, no one will pay for housing, but we're really excited. And then we've got some exploration to new teaching sites across the province. So many folks will know kind of our usual suspects where we send learners, very established teaching sites, but there is a lot of untapped potential out there. And so we're working on connecting with those communities that have not been taking learners up to this point, or really been one-offs here and there. So kind of making some visits to some of these places, connecting with the preceptors there, and starting them on their journey to becoming faculty and starting to take learners from all levels of the College of Medicine. So we're just excited in rural. Let's advance to the next slide, and we'll tell you about what we're less excited about. That's Kieran's job.
Most of you will know that Darcy is the current president of the Saskatchewan College of Family Physicians. And so, as a true politician, she said, I wanted the good news. You take the bad news. So, no, this isn't all bad news. And you'll see from the slide that our highlight, housing, is also our challenge, because if housing were truly solved in rural for rural teaching, Darcy and I would not have jobs and would not be on this town hall, because the majority of our time is spent on that. And with expansion pressures and reaching out to new sites, as Darcy explained, we know that this is going to continue to be a big challenge, with the requirement to kind of coordinate across lots of large institutions like the SHA and local foundations, to make sure that we have accommodations and infrastructure for the rotating learners that we have and that we're going to have in the future. The other challenge that we face is, again, related to expansion, and ensuring that we can continue to provide our students a high quality educational experience. And that's recruiting and improving the teaching that goes on in rural Saskatchewan. As a lot of you on this call are or know, rural family doctors are very busy taking care of patients and doing all sorts of wonderful things. And teaching can sometimes, it's just an extra burden or an extra challenge for them. So supporting their work, the ones that are generous enough to do it now, and where we're looking to expand. Looking ahead, we have a significant expansion of the undergrad program, which is going to place demands for learners in rural Saskatchewan at all levels. And of course, the faculty development piece, reaching out to those busy providers and finding ways to give them the tools they need to continue to be great teachers amidst a busy and demanding job. So yeah, our key metrics are that we have unlucky 13 established sites. So we're really working hard to get a 14th one. The 10 new admin positions, which I think are already making the supporting the learning that's going on in those sites, making that smoother for everybody. And yeah, always looking for new locations, new preceptors. Shoot us a line if a light bulb goes off and you know someone who's an untapped resource, because that is our focus. Kathy, you can go on. Thanks.
All right, back to me. So we just wanted to highlight with a little map and the list of our rural site coordinators. These are our established 13 sites across the province that take, these aren't the only rural communities that take learners. These are the rural communities that have what we call rural site coordinators, so physicians who coordinate the learning experience in that site, as well as admin support. And they take both undergrad and postgrad learners, specifically family medicine residents for their mandatory rural rotation during their training. So we've got in Fort Capel, Dr. Nathan Cosman, Humboldt, Dr. Aileen Hamilton, Isla Cross, myself, and the other McGonigal, LaRange, Dr. Laura Marshall, Meadow Lake, Dr. Amy Seguin, Melfort. Dr. David Boyle is stepping in this year for Dr. Erin Barish, who's on parental leave. Moosomin, just new to the scene, Dr. Fraser Woodside. Nipawin, Dr. Linfizi, who takes on many roles, but he is fantastic at all of them. Rostern, Dr. Caitlin Yeager. Shellbrook, Dr. Isa Seydu. Unity, Dr. Kelsey Lazar. Weyburn, Dr. Jesse Warren, and in Yorkton, Dr. Marcy Heggie. So this is our amazing team of folks who we meet with on a regular basis. We do site visits with them. We try to support them to support all of their preceptors in their sites to facilitate all of this teaching that they're doing. And that is what's happening in rural. We're happy to take questions when it is question time.
All right. Thanks very much, Darcy. Pretty sure we're going to undergrad next. There we are, undergraduate education. So Matt, if you want to introduce yourself and your team, and I'll advance your slides for you.
Yeah, thanks, Kathy. Good evening, everybody. I'm Matt Kishnarik, and my role, I'm the undergrad director for family medicine, I guess, provincially. So, yeah, I guess pictured on the slide there. For the past year, we've been thankful to have Coley Thomas join our team as I guess Coley has a dual role with faculty development and with undergraduate lens, but yeah, I work really closely with Coley as she's in that managerial role for the undergraduates. And then specifically in Saskatoon, our program administrator is Tracy Lewis, and in Regina, it's Jeanette Bellavance. So both Tracy and Jeanette are key players to place both our pre-clerkship and clerkship students in all their various rotations. And I guess specifically for family medicine right now, from an undergraduate lens, we do have experiences dedicated to family medicine in all 4 years. So kind of newish over the last couple of years is we have some pre-clerkship experiences where students actually go into clinics on selected days and work directly with family doctors in their clinics or various other modalities about 4 times per year. And then we have our 6-week family medicine clerkship rotation, of which 4 weeks is in a rural community and 2 weeks are in an urban center, which would be Saskatoon, Regina, Moose Jaw, PA. And then we also have electives that we offer our students. So in terms of highlights, I think a big highlight this year and something that we're continuing to work on is engagement, both with communities and with different clinics, both kind of in urban Saskatchewan and in the regional rural sites. We've developed, I think we have 59 different clinics that we utilize across the province to place our undergrad learners. And Coley actually was quite instrumental in helping design um, these 59 plaques that we've been able to distribute to all the different clinics across the province. So I think that's been a really nice touch. Um, and then I think we're really trying to get in a position where when faculty do develop or I guess apply for their faculty appointment, that us as the undergrad team are able to meet with these faculty and make sure that they're aware of all the different teaching opportunities specific to family medicine and all the different opportunities just across the undergrad curriculum as well. Um, yeah, and I think, always just looking to, yeah, continue collaboration. We work often hand in hand with Darcy and Kieran, and from their rural perspective, and then for different events, we often do collaborate with different community partners as well. So I think we can go to the next slide, Kathy. So in terms of some challenges, I think it's probably one of the larger ones, and I think Darcy and Kieran mentioned that already, is, the housing and infrastructure piece and, just continuing to, um, recruit and build relationships with preceptors, both in urban Saskatchewan and rural. Um, I think as I think Kieran had mentioned, there is quite a significant expansion occurring with the undergrad program right now. So as of this upcoming academic year, there's going to be 128 incoming year one students. Um, in addition to the MPAS program and their learners as well. And over the last couple of years, we've expanded our pre-clerkship footprint for family medicine. So, I think definitely it's exciting times, and it's always awesome to have more and more learners, and hopefully the statistics continue to maybe trend in terms of increased match rates to family medicine, but no doubt it comes with challenges, and one of them are housing for sure. And then I think just in terms of uh, some of the pre-clerkship sessions, these are quite a bit of increased volume in terms of teaching sessions. So, we're just kind of working both in Regina and Saskatoon as well to, just engage uh, partners kind of, or physicians, sorry, in the community and at the academic sites just to continue to take on all of our learners. So we're working on strategies to maintain that and to, I guess, foresee some of the expansion moving forward as well. So I guess in terms of looking ahead, I think I already kind of touched on the growing teaching sites. Um, Coley and our mid team are looking at sometime here in June, I think later June, looking at developing a bit of an engagement tour where we're going to look at connecting with many of our rural clinics, strengthening communication, building relationships with our undergrad team. Um, and then it's going to be our fifth anniversary of our Launch FM event this fall. So, yeah, that's kind of one of our highlights and one of our kind of marquee undergrad events that we host for year one students. I think last year we had about like almost 90 students attend the event, so it was really, really well received. And this year, I think just with like we've been alternating between Saskatoon and Regina, but um, with the expansion, we're actually looking at probably hosting parallel events on the same day, both in Saskatoon and Regina. So, yeah, really excited to host that once again. But yeah, I think that's probably all for me. Yeah, if there are questions, I'm happy to discuss any at the end.
Thanks very much, Matt. And now we're going to post-grad. I'll find Dr. Smith here somewhere.
I am here.
I know you are. There you are. Okay, there you go. Take it away, Dr. Smith.
Thanks, Kathy. Hi, everyone. I'm Sheila Smith. I'm the postgraduate program director for family medicine. And my counterpart, Jeline Jepson, manager academic programs, certainly wouldn't be able to do even a portion of my role without her help. She's just been absolutely amazing since she started this role. So next slide, please. So I tasked my site directors and assistant program directors with highlights. And then I thought I would do some challenges and kind of looking ahead from a sort of overall central program point of view. So they get the fun part, and I have to talk about my challenges. So one of the challenges is just system complexity with postgrad on its own. So I have 9 sites, 3 assistant program director portfolios. I work with operations, the other divisions, scholarship and innovation, fac dev, undergrad, postgrad, rural, work with everyone. And it's just, I think we have a really amazing team, and just a lot trying to coordinate and make sure that communication is effective and that everybody knows the things that they need to know. And the only thing good about this part is that I also am responsible for enhanced skills, but Kathy gets Marty to do the enhanced skills part, so I don't actually have to talk about this at this town hall. Our other challenge is our declining interest in family medicine amongst U of S grads. It remains an ongoing challenge. We did have a slight increase in matched USask family medicine positions in 2026, which was really great to see. So I hope that continues ongoing next year. Next slide, please. Looking ahead, one of the things that we want to do is establish a direct entry pathway into postgrad family medicine, just from within medical school. So not directly from outside medical school directly into family medicine, but once you're in medical school, we want to have medical students get excited about family medicine in years 1 to 3, receive from mentorship, some elective opportunities, research opportunities. And if they sign on the dotted line, then we're hoping they can effectively bypass CARMS and move directly into a postgrad position here at the U of S. The other thing we're really excited about looking ahead is, I'm sure everybody loves all the different assessment platforms that they have to interact with. Elentra, 145, paper, field notes, everything. So what we want to do is put that all onto one platform, and Cohesion has been really great with CARMS. So we'd like to begin developing an entirely family medicine assessment platform just on Cohesion, beginning with the periodic review. Next slide, please. So we have 9 postgrad training sites. Our newest site is Northeast, which is Humboldt, Melfort, and Nipawin. And also in the north, we have La Ronge, Prince Albert, Northwest out of North Battleford and Saskatoon. And in the south, we have Regina, Moose Jaw, Southeast, which is comprised of 3 sites starting in 2026, which would be Moosomin, Weyburn, and Yorkton, and then Swift Current. Next slide, please. So in La Ronge, one of the highlights is their new physicians as mentors. So new to practice physicians in the clinic. They're engaged in training and mentoring the next generation of physician learners. And they just have a great culture up in La Ronge. Lots of camaraderie, mutual support, and collegiality. The key metrics, so I asked the site directors to give us how many FMR1 positions they have in this match, so that are starting in July, and then how many FMR2s are graduating. So La Ronge has 3 positions, three positions in the match, and 3 grads. And our site director up in La Ronge is Dr. Sean Groves, and longstanding program administrator in Janice Skilleter. Next slide, please. Prince Albert, we have Dr. Annalie van Rensburg as site director and Heidi Brown as program administrator. Highlights in Prince Albert, their alumni. It was a really amazing event. They had former residents, faculty. It was a great event, and they're planning to make it an annual tradition. And they're very proud of their hardworking residents and all the amazing physicians they've become. And actually, one of them is our site director in a certain site that we'll highlight soon. Next slide, please.
I think a significant percentage of our department has come out of Prince Albert in the leaders. We were to have everybody speak, put their hands up.
We should do that, yes, at the end. Northwest, we have Dr. Erin Prestupa as site director and Kristen Huber as program administrator. Highlights in Northwest, their program culture, strong sense of family within the program. They try to make learning fun, they certainly do. The team you can lean on during stressful days, absolutely. They have a community involvement initiatives, many of them. They're always looking for opportunities, and they continually evolve in their community involvement. Next slide, please. Our newest site, Northeast, our site director is going to be Aileen Hamilton. She's currently in Humboldt as the curriculum lead there, but is transitioning to site director of the Northeast site. She has done a load of work over the last year, getting her site up and ready to receive her 6 new residents in July. Tamara Morrison joined the team as program administrator and has been instrumental in helping Aileen get everything ready. So their highlights, they have lots of engaged faculty in all of their 3 sites. They're going to provide really great rural generalist training. Challenges. Certainly the site transition, trying to create a new site is pretty difficult. A lot of work involved. And leadership establishment, trying to get all the faculty roles. Each site has its own faculty development lead, curriculum lead, assessment lead, scholarship lead, and also faculty advisors for each of the residents. So it's a lot of work trying to get engagement for and excitement for all these lead roles. Looking ahead, they're hoping to, get residents, well, they do have residents matched to Milford and Nipawin and Humboldt for their home base. So they'll be the first year doing that, and hoping to have as many faculty as they can get excited about their residents, geographic residents, and provide longitudinal family medicine training. Next slide, please. Saskatoon. So Saskatoon site director, Dr. Jill Farouk, and program administrator, Christina Maurice. They've formed a new site leadership team with a new assessment lead and curriculum lead, and things are going really well there. Jill made an enhanced R1 orientation with dedicated time to support onboarding and hopefully build some early confidence. And also had a resident appreciation week. They had lots of themed daily initiatives. I could just imagine what Jill put together. I'm sure it was amazing. They have 17 positions in the R1 match and 10 FMRs graduating this year. Next slide, please. There's their team. Lots of happy people. Next slide. The Regina residency site, we have Dr. Natasha Kalra as interim site director. Dr. Megan Clark has been on leave for the last 6 months and is returning very, very soon. Looking forward to it. We have Tracy Arnold as program administrator and Taryn Ashby as assistant program admin. Highlights in Regina. The site, yes, absolutely continues to grow. And it's been a great mentorship and flexibility for the residents to try and support their individual practice goals. They have a great team in Regina. Lots of collegiality around with the faculty and residents, wellness activities, and supporting one another. And I got to see the Grey Cup too. So the Grey Cup visited the Regina site, and everybody got to have some pictures with it. So it was a really good team building activity. Next slide, please. Here's your Regina site. Moose Jaw. Some of the highlights. We have exceptional resident retention rate in Moose Jaw. Many residents continuing on as faculty and in leadership positions as well. They have a completely longitudinal program structure, gives consistent exposure to family medicine throughout their training. And we have Dr. Rob Haver as site director and Robin Claypool as program admin. Next slide, please. The Southeast residency site is our second newest site. Dr. Jake Allison is the person that I was thinking of that graduated from the Prince Albert site, and Bobby McLaughlin as a program administrator in the Southeast. Their highlights, they have a deep commitment to teaching. They make sure residents get the best training opportunities possible. and they have strong working relationships amongst the team and a strong program that continuously grows. Next slide, please. Swift Current residency site. Tell I've been talking too much already. Swift Current site, they have an exciting highlight. They're going to have a new integrated family medicine emerge program that's starting in July. They successfully matched those seats. Excuse me. They have a lot of community engagement through some career fairs and teddy bear clinics, and they've implemented their Indigenous health curriculum. Some challenges there and looking ahead, so surgical coverage, ultrasound and sim, and then their integrated program, they're pretty excited about that, as we all are. Dr. Kelsey Levins is the site director, and Jackie Powell is the program administrator in Swift. Next slide, please. So the second part of my team is my assistant program directors. So I have Dr. Melanie Flagel as our curriculum director, Dr. Olivia Reese is continuous improvement, Dr. Annalie Van Rensburg is assessment, and Dr. Kyle McDonald in a new position called Learning Enhancement Director. Next slide, please. So for assessment, they've been hard at work updating a lot of our procedures and policies, and they kind of like the split between their two roles. So the APD assessment and the Learning Enhancement Director, actually they're working very well together with a strong partnership. Next slide, please. So the new Learning Enhancement Director role, they're responsible for all the learning plans and help the sites with those. They're working on some new forms and some cross-site standardization. Next slide, please. Curriculum. So they have a dedicated team. There are curriculum leads in each of the sites that run the academic half days at their sites. They've developed an Indigenous health curriculum and an opiate agonist therapy curriculum. Next slide, please. And our continuous improvement role has done some amazing work over the last year. We've made some significant progress in our accreditation standards and program evaluation tracker. We've got a SharePoint site up. Yeah, no, it's been really, really good. So I think that's it, or is there one last slide? Excellent.
Thanks very much, Sheila. And I'll find Dr. Carew here somewhere. There he is. Okay, Dr. Carew.
All right. Welcome, everybody. So my name is Marty Haru. I am the Enhanced Skills Program Director. It's really, truly wonderful and exciting to be a part of the Enhanced Skills team and to have a leadership role. Also really wonderful to work with Georgie, who is new in her coordinator role in Enhanced Skills over this year, and she's just doing a phenomenal job. What's missing on this slide is a large group of supporting leaders as well that help with assessment, with curriculum development, with CQI, and with faculty development within Enhanced Skills. So we have a really, really great team, and I feel like we're doing a lot of really great things. Next slide. So Prince Albert has been getting a lot of love tonight, and I'm going to continue on that trend. Prince Albert has allowed us to do some expansion of some of our existing programs. So first of all, our family practice anesthesia program historically has been only offered in Saskatoon, but starting in July, we're going to have 2 spots in Prince Albert as well. And we're really excited to see how this rolls out. We are also kind of finalizing plans to expand our family medicine emergency medicine program into Prince Albert for the 26-27 match. Currently, we have family medicine, emergency medicine in Regina, Saskatoon, and Swift Current. And again, really looking forward to moving into Prince Albert and the opportunities that that brings. It was already mentioned about the integrated family medicine emergency medicine program in Swift Current. They've matched their first 2 residents. We're really excited to see what happens. So the residents that match into the integrated family med emerge med program, they are already basically guaranteed family medicine and an enhanced skills year in emergency medicine right off the bat. So they enter into a 3-year program, and they get some more emergency medicine exposures throughout their first 2 years of family medicine training, and then they complete their emergency medicine 3rd year as part of the entire program. So we're really excited to see what this program offers and how it can help with training residents that are really, really skilled in both family medicine and emergency medicine as well. And we're kind of excited to see maybe how it could be rolled out into other programs as well, depending on how this initial launch goes. So we're looking forward to it. Lots of work being done in the background on, matching the accreditation standards that are set out. We just had our internal review, and we had some good successes there, and we're looking forward to building on that for our external review that's happening this October. Next slide. In terms of challenges for our enhanced skills programs, I think there's always a changing landscape that happens, and currently some of the programs historically that have been very popular with enhanced skills are less popular right now for a variety of reasons, and this is happening not only in Saskatchewan but across Canada. So we continue to kind of work to create programs that are very attractive to learners and also that are adaptive to the needs of our community. Accreditation standards, obviously with our external review coming up in October, we're focused on working towards matching those accreditation standards, and a lot of work's being done in that area, as I mentioned. We are always looking ahead and trying to assess ways that we can make our programs better and potentially expand some of our existing programs, as we're doing into Prince Albert. As I said, the integrated Family Med Emerge Med program in Swift Current may open up some doors for us to do similar integrated programs in other enhanced skills or in other areas as well, in other locations. So really excited to see where we go with the integrated programs. One program that has been talked about a lot as an area of need in Saskatchewan has been addiction medicine. And although there's a long list of potential enhanced skills programs that we could expand into, currently we're really looking hard at addiction medicine to see if there would be an opportunity to create a program here in Saskatchewan. So those are kind of some areas that we're looking forward to in the future. Next slide. Yeah, just a little review of what we currently offer in Saskatchewan regarding our enhanced skills. So we have sites in Saskatoon, Prince Albert, Regina, and Swift Current. And the breakdown is listed there with some family practice anesthesia and emerge in Saskatoon, family practice anesthesia and enhanced surgical skills in Prince Albert. In Regina, we have the emergency medicine program and the sport and exercise medicine program. And in Swift Current, we've got the emerge program and the integrated FMEM medicine program. And I think that's it. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Marty. And we've got Andres next. There you go. There you are. Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andres Muller. I think most people know me, and I'm the Faculty Development Director for the Department of Family Medicine in the province. And my co-conspirator in this division is Cody Thomas, who's the manager. She splits her time between myself and Matt, and she's doing an awesome job doing all of that. Next slide, Kathy. So the first thing I want to highlight is that we were actually acknowledged by the College of Medicine for an award this year for the faculty development that we've been doing across the province. As you can imagine, Saskatchewan is geographically quite large and lots of different sites. And we, with the help of our predecessors, created a hub and spoke model where we have the central program and then a site lead in each of the training sites. as Sheila has mentioned already. So the role is for them to deliver or facilitate faculty development in each of their sites. We are also working on a bit of marketing, if I can call it that. So with the help of our communications division, we created a marketing strategy with a prairie dog as our mascot. And watch out, pretty soon you'll get an invite to name the dog competition. We need a name for the dog. We also have a dedicated section in the newsletter of the department. And we just finished a video basically highlighting faculty development. I've seen a preview of it, and it's amazing. So we'll show that to all of you soon. And that's all just to help us deliver faculty development across the vast of Saskatchewan. One of the things that we often are asked is to help new faculty get going on teaching and just orientate them to the different aspects of the department. So we're embarking on a huge project to get that going. It's at different phases, and we completed the first phase where we got information from a lot of people, and now we're putting that into a bit of a consistent format that would be accessible to all new faculty, but also for experienced faculty if they have to refer back to something that they know they've seen or heard of before, but just can't find it. Next slide. So we have our challenges. As I've mentioned before, Saskatchewan is really big. And so we also have 9 training sites, and to keep things consistent throughout all 9 sites is a challenge. And to be honest, I don't necessarily think that we have to be consistent. What works for faculty development in Saskatoon will not work for Isle La Crosse or Larange or one of the smaller sites. So that's why we have the hub and spoke model with site leads that can figure out what will work the best in their site, but then have a way to connect with the central program to make sure that we do things consistently according to accreditation standards. The other challenge that we have is not only are we constantly facing changes in administrative work, technological issues, and digital expansion, so that's on the one end, but then also personalities and experience changes. We have a lot of novice faculty, and then we have faculty that have advanced through the years, and some are even reaching towards the end of their clinical life. And we need to be able to support all of these different aspects in our faculty development. Looking ahead, already mentioned before, we have new sites, and so the Northeast site, we have Dr. David Boyle now joining us as a faculty development lead, and Dr. Dia Austin will take over faculty development in the Southeast. And then one thing that we hear a lot, and Sheila also alluded to this, is that there are so many different platforms and logins and this and that, and we realize that, and so we're working on a pause channel, which I'm already excited about. I've had the chance to try it out, and really what it's going to mean is that in the morning when you get to the office, you log into the pause channel once, and then from there you will be able to go to any of our other sites, Elantra, 145, SharePoint, anything, without having to log in again. So I'm really excited about that. And I think that's it.
Andres, I wondered before you moved on, you wanted to say anything about family medicine grand rounds.
Oh, yeah. So we also, it's almost a year, just over a year now, that we're offering grand rounds on once a month, and it's usually the last or the 4th Thursday morning of every month at 7:30, and it's all virtual. If you do not get any emails or any thing about this, let me know, or let anyone on this call know. They'll be able to get in touch with me. The reason for that is in faculty development, we try and focus a lot on teaching and education, but there was also a need for clinical CME in our department, especially in family medicine. And so we've been able to have really good speakers on really good topics join us, like I say, once a month on a Thursday morning. So if you're interested in that and want more information, just let me know or look out for emails around that.
Thanks very much. And we're going to move on to our brand new division, growing from our former research division, and hear about a scholarship and innovation from Dr. Ramsden.
Hi, everybody. Good to see many of you again. And I want to just share a couple of things as we move through this process. Can you move to the next slide, please? Over the past year, we've had a couple of really exciting highlights, and one of them was a Phillips Futures Fellowship was awarded to Udoka in November of 2025. Why is that important? It's an international location that actually is looking at new early career researchers and making an opportunity for them to grow within the space in which they work. And so as we were going through that, we were working on our name change. So next slide, please. And you can see from all of this hard work, our tree is growing. And you can see that the people of Saskatchewan are part of our bigger tree. But more importantly, our goal is to actually grow it so that everybody sees themselves as having a place. And all of the sites are located on the chart that you probably can't read. It's quite small. But we're also including the site scholarship leads and a research officer for each of the sites. And in some cases, the patient partners have already been recruited. And why is that important? Because questions that actually evolve from the community are more likely to actually evolve into change and make a difference at that local level. So our goal is to help everyone, including the people in the community, to actually develop questions that can be answered in a systematic way and change the practice and the care that we actually provide. Next slide. We still have challenges, as with any other department. Our biggest one seems to be access to data. So I was really glad to see that Shauna was here on the call, because it's really important for us to start developing some linkages and relationships so that we could actually access data from a variety of sources within the SHA. And as we move through that, I'm hoping that we can actually make a difference in answering some of the questions in some communities, and as a result of that, also change practice. We're growing a team of scholarship and innovation. And within that team, it is important for us to think how we, each of us, can contribute to the overall growth. So as a result of that, we're having a faculty showcase on May the 28th and the 36th Annual Resident Scholarship Day on May the 29th at Prairieland Park in Hall C. So if you decide you really wanted to come, you can let one of us know, and I'm sure that we can find a way for you to actually enjoy and engage in our celebration at that time. I'll answer questions if there are any as well.
Thank you, Viv. And I think it's back to, it is, I don't think, I know it's back to me. All right, so we're going to open it to things to questions, but before we do that, I just wanted to say a tremendous thank you to everyone, our leaders who participated on this call tonight. But I also think, just to highlight for everyone, if you look at the within the SHA and the University of Saskatchewan, there's over 300 faculty, operations team members, and patient partners that are actively engaged every day in the work of the Department of Family Medicine, both clinically and academically. And I just wanted to say how much I really truly value every minute and every day that I have to work with them. And just want you all to know how lucky you are to have such an incredible team who's thinking about the success of this department across the province every day. So just before we open to questions, I just wanted to make sure they all knew how much I appreciate them every minute. So thank you all very much. And I'm going to stop the sharing and I'm going to stop the recording.